quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior take a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
Watch he's gonna stop. He's gonna go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Good evening. It is a beautiful night here in Clemson, South Carolina, and perfect weather for a matchup between the Oklahoma Sooners and the hosting Clemson Tigers. My name's Kevin Hicks, and with me tonight again is the always amazing Tony Papel. Tony, an interesting scheduling quirk meant that both of these teams faced Auburn in the last 2 weeks. Both of them squeaked out a win. That suggests to me we're in for a very tight contest tonight. Do you agree?
Yeah, I would definitely think that would be the case. You know, we've seen Oklahoma be explosive with that air raid offense in the past. But yeah, last week they did struggle a little bit, it seemed. So look for Clemson to come out with a lot of fire and try and take it to Oklahoma early.
We'll get to see that here right away as Loki Gunderson is coming out in the shotgun. Driving back, has the pocket, throws to the right, and not seeing anything downfield, just tosses that one out of bounds.
Yeah, smart throwaway there, not letting that Oklahoma front four get into the backfield and cause some chaos. Just throw it away and live to see another down.
I do see some people say they enjoy Clemson's purple jerseys here. That is always a shock to me that that's one of their school colors. And here we have a nice pass over the middle. That's Nasir Cooper picking up 8 yards, sending up a 3rd and 2.
Nasir Cooper has 5 receptions on the season. That's a 6. Nice to see maybe a little bit underutilized receiver involved early.
Now setting up with a easy 3rd and 2. Well, easier 3rd and 2.
Nothing's ever easy here, Kevin.
Absolutely, believe me. After watching the last couple of games, agree. This time a handoff and does make it look easy there. Does Duke Peterson picks up 9 yards, gutting up the middle of that defense.
Yeah, the Winston-Salem native Peterson, the freshman, great job of running right through the holes created by the offensive line.
Very nice. Now coming out in a very heavy-looking set, heading the ball off again. Peterson runs forward, this time only able to pick up 1.
It'll be crucial for Clemson to establish that run game, even into the second, third quarters where they might get wore down by that dominant defensive line of Oklahoma.
Now back to the shotgun with 2 backs back there. Play action and airing that one way outside, just seeing the pressure coming. I think just decided to get rid of it again.
Yeah, it's a little bit surprising. Talking to the AD of Clemson before the game, he said that they wanted to take shots down the field early and often, so a little bit surprised with the quick throwaways.
And there was some pressure coming up middle, but that time caught, and a nice stiff arm means Johnny Patterson picks up 20 yards and a very important 1st down.
The junior wide receiver, huge pickup, only has 34 yards on the season. A huge chunk right there. Great job.
Yeah, and that's a nice stiff arm. Montgomery there being thrown into the dirt. Not how you want to treat the walk-ons.
No, definitely not.
Now setting up with an empty backfield. Clemson drive back, has a nice pocket, toss over the middle into traffic, but Cooper picks that one up and picks up 6 yards.
That's a great catch right there in a bunch of traffic. Gunderson, maybe a bit of a risky throw there, but has a lot of confidence. It's 8th in the CFSL with quarterback rating.
Now setting up again, quick wide receiver screen out to the right, and caught, and Bruce Robertson picks up 1, going to bring up 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Jack Lawson flying out from the defensive end position, almost made that play, but Marcus Elliott, the junior corner, was there to save the 1st down.
Now driving back on 3rd and 3, has the pocket, has some time, throws, almost caught, but dropped at the last second, and that's going to bring out, well, maybe the punt. No, field goal team is coming out. It's going to be about a 47-yard field goal attempt, 47-yard field goal attempt.
Yeah, that was a tight window for Gunderson. Put it only where the receiver could get it. Might need to apply a little bit more stickum on those gloves to come down with that.
Maybe so, but that kick is up and through the uprights, and that means Clemson jumping out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, we'll see what Oklahoma can do to respond. I talked to the AD of Oklahoma as well. He said they're going to continue to try new things every week. They're not concerned with the final score, but they just want to get prepared for the heart of the schedule and the playoffs later in the season.
Yeah, there's an interesting thing now where everyone's going to be making it into the playoffs, that maybe some teams aren't as worried about the regular season as much. And now we do see Oklahoma's offense coming out. Play action pass, toss, and that's intercepted, thrown right to a Clemson defender. And that is number 24 making the play.
Yeah, Troy Crozier making the fantastic play there with the second interception on the season. The freshman just jumped that route right in front of Bobby Moss and made a fantastic play, getting across in good field position for Clemson.
So almost back to where they just kicked a field goal with that interception. Clemson comes out on a second drive. Oklahoma maybe bringing some pressure, trying to force their own errant pass. That one tossed out, complete, breaking the first tackle, and getting down to about the 15-yard line is Nomura, who picks up 21 yards.
Yeah, Malika Nomura is third in yards per game receiving, doing a fantastic job for Clemson, being that workhorse receiver. Just ran that little hitch route and broke a couple tackles to get upfield in great field position inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
And as you said, setting up in the red zone, ball sitting at the 15-yard line. As Gunderson comes back out, is under center, has a back behind him. Play action, moving to his right, and they're going to call that an incomplete pass. That looked like a fumble to me.
That definitely looked like a fumble. I thought so for sure. Very, very lucky there. Jack Lawson almost came away with it.
And Jack Lawson is sitting 1 sack away from being the second Oklahoma player to hit 30 sacks total, and is only 10 sacks behind to tie the Oklahoma career record. So I'm sure he was really wishing that was coming in.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have really helped that total a little bit. But Clemson 3rd and 6 here. You know, you don't have to get the touchdown here.
Nope, just got to get close. And Gunderson steps back, throwing it, and off the hands of the receiver. That's going to be Oklahoma's defense holding tall again and forcing another field goal attempt.
Yeah, I think of that previous drive where there was the incompletion on 3rd down. I think it might have been on the receiver. The ball hit his hands. That was not a great pass from Gunderson. That's got to be put more on the money. It was thrown short of the line to gain, but, you know, if you break one tackle, you might have been able to get it, or even go for two, and if he don't get it, put him on safety watch. But, you know, another field goal through the uprights for Clemson. More points on the board.
Yeah, now starting off with a 6-0 lead, and now maybe we get to see Oklahoma's defense or offense come out for a full drive. Right now, Derek Powers only had the one play, that unfortunate interception. We'll see if he's got something better planned for this one.
Yeah, I know you're right. I mean, 1 for 1 on completions, just, you know, to the other team.
I mean, it is a catch, but now Powers is sitting in the pistol, and this time just hands the ball off. And running forward is Ike Porter, who picks up 2.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job. It looked like it was Jack Andrews, the safety, flying up to make that play, meeting Porter essentially at the line of scrimmage and only holding him to a 2-yard gain.
Now Power in the shotgun, tossing out wide receiver screen, has a blocker, and Damian Jones picking up 6, going to set up 3rd and 3 for the Sooners.
Plant City, Florida native, the freshman. Great job getting involved here as well. Look for Derek Howard to try and get all of his wide receivers, all 5 of them involved.
Oklahoma does like to spread the ball around. Here we have toss out to the right-hand side. That's caught and breaking a couple of tackles is Greg Givens Sr., picking up 17 yards and a first down.
Yeah, Greg Givens entering the week was 1st in receptions in the CFSL, and now, you know, has fallen back a little bit with some other teams having so many games, but is still 5th in yards per game. So Givens has been their workhorse, has been their star, has 2 touchdowns as well. And Clemson is going to have to contain Givens if they want to stay in it.
See Clemson coming out, looking like they're going to try to stop that passing attack as Oklahoma drops up. Pass to the sideline. That's Givens again, picking up another 4, but steps out of bounds.
Yeah, you know, the coverage was way too soft. The Power can get Givens the ball there a little bit earlier. He has, you know, 10, 15 yards to work, but I think if you're Clemson, you're going to be happy with that.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Powers back in the shotgun again. Play action. Stepping back, looking, and tossing over the middle. Caught. Breaking that first tackle again is Damian Jones. Picks up 22.
2nd reception on this drive for Jones. Great job, Powers, stepping up into the pocket, not really feeling the pressure, and that's a much better throw. You know, he missed the one to Bobby Moss for that interception, but Horndorf just was about a step behind in coverage, and Power was able to complete that pass.
Oklahoma's offensive line doing a pretty good job of setting up protection here for Powers. Now on the pitch option, does pitch the ball, but no matter who was carrying it, that wasn't going anywhere, and lost the 3 on the play.
Yeah, that was not going anywhere. It's right. Mikey Gold coming away with the tackle. KJ Speed as well, flying up from the corner position to slow him down. Great job for that Clemson defense.
Clemson looked ready for the option runs. Now we'll see if they go back to the passing game. Play action look, tossing left and making the catch about 2 yards short. No, they're going to say 6 yards short. Man, that looked a lot closer than 6 yards from up here in the booth.
I think it's actually 4 yards, Kevin, but that's okay. Math is always a bit iffy on the broadcast.
Yeah. Now dropping back. They're still saying 6 yards to go. They toss it, and wide receiver just let go of the ball.
Yeah, that was Ike Porter. I don't know what really was happening there. You know, that a bit of that angle route out of the backfield was still short. Probably would have been tackled short, but they're just going to have to be content to kick a field goal. Great defensive stands by both teams.
Well, now we are seeing a battle of the field goals as Oklahoma kicks one through. They're still going to be trailing by 3, but we thought this would be a close game coming in, and it's certainly shaping up that way.
Yeah, it is. You're absolutely right, Kevin. Clemson has been doing just enough defensively to make sure that they stay in it. You know, the AD for Clemson said on defense they want to just keep the ball in front of them and not give up any big plays. So far, they've been able to do that and have only given up a field goal.
Well, definitely looking there, good looking there. And now Clemson coming back out on offense. See if they can't string together another drive, this time having a bit longer field to go. And we have a toss out to the left side, and breaking a couple of tackles to pick up 5 is Duke Peterson.
Yeah, Peterson, nice job there as well. Had 104 rushing yards coming into this game. They're getting him involved early.
Now coming out I formation. 1 receiver either side, tight end in motion. Gunderson surveys the defense, snaps the ball, handing it off, and running immediately into a set of defenders is Peterson. Lucky to get back to the line.
Isaiah Halderman flying from that cornerback position, the senior from Dayton, Ohio, read that play immediately. It was in the backfield quickly.
Now we have Gunderson dropped back into the shotgun. Pressure coming and hit as he throws. That one falls incomplete.
Yeah, I mean, got out of that, or at least was trying to set up the deep shot downfield. Offensive line gave him just a split second too little time, but was still able to get that away before a fumble or a sack.
Now with the punt away, taken in about the 30-yard line, and not able to get out of the shoestring tackle is A.J. Martinez, picks up 5 on the return.
Jonathan Ramirez of Clemson with the special teams tackle. Looked like he got the shoelaces, maybe the ankles there to trip him up and preventing better field position.
Now it's looking to become a bit of a field position game as Oklahoma comes out, hands the ball off, running up the middle, and getting about 10 yards is Porter. They're going to call it just short of the line to gain.
Looked like a bit of a tough spot there. I thought he might have had it, but C.J. Orndorff was kind of getting dragged along there, but was able to make the play.
Back in the shotgun, 3 receivers, trips right. Lots of time in the pocket to go. Now he's just slowly stepping up, finds a man open on the right-hand side. That's Given Sr., who found the soft spot, picks up 23.
Yeah, 3 receptions already so far in this first quarter. He's on pace for another huge game. Last week, he set the Oklahoma receptions record with 17. I don't know if he's going to have that many tonight, but if Derek Power is given that much time, he very well could. Clemson has to generate more of a pass rush.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Powers could have just walked across the first down marker if he wanted to. Now pitching the ball right on an option pitch. Porter is not able to make it back to the line, loses 1.
Camelo Butler with his first tackle on the season. Great job by the corner flying up to make that play on Ike Porter.
I was saying Clemson looks like they were definitely prepared for the option plays. They are struggling a bit more with some of the passing plays. And now we have a quick wide receiver screen pass out to the left. That's Carlton Rhodes who picks up 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
Rhodes, the Guthrie, Oklahoma native, playing for his home state in the Oklahoma University. Great job of getting him the ball there.
3rd and 9, ball just inside the 30, heading in, toss, trying to get there, breaks a first tackle, which actually causes him to lose yards. Yardy only able to pick up 1.
I'm very surprised by Yardy's production on the season. Hasn't been involved too much. That's his 5th reception so far this season through 3 games.
Well, ball's up for a field goal kick. That one also through the uprights. Tied 6-6 here. Over on Twitch, Auburn, who both these teams have played, facing Pitt. Also a field goal game going on over there. It is 3-3 as they are ending the first quarter.
Yeah, last week we had that Pitt game as well, and they really surprised us with how well they did. So they're taking it to Auburn this week as well.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting seeing we've got both games going on here. None of the 4 teams able to make their way into the end zone tonight. But now Clemson coming out, setting up at the 17-yard line. Gunderson, play action, tossing right, deep down the field. Receiver was just running out of bounds. I think he must have gotten bumped out and not realized exactly where he was.
Yeah, I don't know if that was on the receiver or on Gunderson, but he definitely had a man open.
Now setting up under center, handing the ball off on 2nd down and picking up 4 yards. There's Peterson, going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, Anthony Dowell with his first tackle on the season for the defensive tackle. Nice job as well. Congratulations there to bring him down.
Now on 3rd and 6, tossing over the middle. Had a man who had some room. Nomura has to jump for the catch, though, and it falls incomplete, or fall is complete, but is short of the first down.
Anderson has really struggled on 3rd downs, throwing across the middle. He's had wide open receivers, or at least that was wide open, a trickier coverage on the earlier drives, but just is having a lot of problems across the middle and can't complete anything really there.
Now we're going to see Oklahoma come out. Do see Gibbons in chat saying all these field goals remind us of the NFL Thursday night games. If we're being compared to what Amazon puts out, I think we're in a pretty good spot. Now Oklahoma handing the ball off with some room to run there. Porter picks up 5, brings up 2nd and 5.
That was only a gain of 5, Kevin. I definitely thought that was 8 or 9. I don't know what I was looking at.
Yeah, I mean, there have been a couple plays. The sight lines from these booths are just a little bit weird. But now we have Oklahoma tossing up to left. Porter that time catches the ball, but steps out of bounds, glad just a little bit too far.
Yeah, we saw that as well earlier on the Gibbons reception on that left sideline. Howard's got to give his players a little bit more time.
Now 3rd and 7 for the Sooners. Drumback has an empty backfield, tossing to the middle, and near the first down marker is Bobby Moss. And they're going to say he was a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1, and the Sooners are going for it.
I love it. I love this call to go for it. You've got nothing to lose really right now.
Yeah, definitely in that no man's territory. Dropping back to pass on 4th and 1. Tossing, caught, and barely making the marker is Porter. Picks up 1, must have stretched out his arm. That looked a bit short.
Generous spot.
And that play is going to take us to the end of our first quarter. It's tied 6-6. We'll be back with the second quarter. Get the twos in chat. You're watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. With a fresh set of downs, the Sooners are now heading right to left. Quick wide receiver screen, caught and not able to break that first tackle is Rhodes, but does still pick up 4 yards.
Craig Jackson making the tackle there. Vinny Trill, Drip God 23, the card collection. No, I'm sorry. Normally I'm always involved in the twos in chat, but this time I just couldn't. I missed it. I'm sorry.
Now set up with full house backfield, and that run goes nowhere. Clemson's defensive line making good penetration and holding them to no gain.
Iowa Woods, another great play, was second in tackles among those 2 games coming into this game tonight.
Power back in the shotgun, trying to find another first down, tossing it left, has a man. That one's intercepted. That was right to the Clemson defender, and now Clemson's going to come back out on offense.
Yeah, Craig Jackson made the tackle earlier, makes the interception there. That's a bit of an underthrow, a little bit of a floater there, or definitely put it where the defender could get it and had easy reach. Not a great throw by Power again.
Yeah, I mean, also, I got to say, I did not see the wide receiver providing any pressure on trying to break up the interception either, which doesn't help. Now Peterson running the ball in the middle for 4, bringing up 2nd and 6 for the Tigers.
Let the record show that that was Kevin calling out the lack of effort and not me there.
I need to see some tight ends doing some work. That's what I need. As ball's handed off again, Peterson not able to pick up anything there. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Gardner on the tackle.
Yeah, TJ Gardner had 4 tackles coming into it, already getting involved here. Definitely a must-make here for Clemson to have any sort of drive.
Now with an empty backfield, tossing over the middle, that is caught and breaking forward is Donahue. Picks up 13 and a first down for the Tigers.
There's your tight end there, Kevin. Fantastic. He's apparently looking for an NIL deal with IHOP because he loves pancakes and loves dishing them out on the field as well.
I can get behind that. That sounds like a great deal. And what looks like might be a screen pass just gets blown up as Gunnarsson gets driven into the ground. Does get the ball away, though. It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Shane Lloyd, the defensive tackle, coming in there and providing the pressure.
Now setting up in the eye, handing the ball off. Running left is Peterson, and he is going to pick up 4. Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Yeah, a host of Sooners there on the tackle. Look like Dejon Richardson probably is going to get credit for that one. Nice job of flowing to the edge.
Now on 3rd and 6, we have Gunnarsson in the shotgun. Tight end motions to the wide receiver spot. Throwing left to that man, and that's going to be Nomura who picks that up. He was pulled in tight to the line and then motioned out. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was. Good little play design. Get him in some separation. Connor Elmore, the junior safety, with the tackle.
Now setting back up in the I formation, wide receiver in motion. Ball handed off to Peterson, who runs forward and picks up 2.
Yeah, Dan Stroker, the Dixon, Tennessee native, going to come up with the tackle there. Clemson's determined to establish this running game. Even here in the second quarter, they're not having too much success, but it's keeping the passing game honest.
Now drop back, toss over the middle, and Robertson brought down hard, but still manages to hold on to the ball. Picks up 5 for 3rd and 3.
Marcus Elliott, junior corner, on the coverage. Like you said, a bit of maybe an RKO, a clothesline there.
Now dropping back to pass again, it's Gunnarsson, and gets rid of the ball again. We're getting some really, really close calls on these forward pass / fumbles.
I don't think there's any way that isn't a fumble, or at least be down. I don't know how he got the ball out. I think Jack Lawson, again, is getting robbed there.
And again, the field goal team coming through. Clemson back out in front now, leading 9-6. Over on Twitch, Auburn has managed to score a touchdown. It is 10-3 Auburn with 5 minutes to go in the second over there.
Yeah, defensive battles in both games here so far. Impressive kicking performances from both kickers here, Damani Marley and Johann Sebastian, going back and forth. Look for Oklahoma here to maybe take a few more shots down the field. They've been very conservative. Look around that 8 to 15 yards in the middle of the field.
Oklahoma setting up, trips on the left. Power drops back, throws left, and that's Damian Jones picking up 3 on the short pass.
Another throw to that left sideline. Derek Power is really favoring that side of the field and not the right side. Maybe Clemson can key on that going into the second half.
I'll have some time to talk about it. Now, Power in the pistol, handing the ball off, running forward, and picking up the first down. There is Porter, picks up 9 on a good run.
It's a fantastic run, exactly. Great blocks from the offensive line. Looked like there was a pancake block in there as well. That Clemson front 3 is getting tested.
Now we have Power dropping back, toss deep over the middle. That's going to be picking up about 20 yards. Damian Jones gets credit for 22. Big first down.
8 to 15 yards over the middle, Kevin. I'm going to take credit for that one and say I called it. But great catch there as well. Good hit by Kyle Woods to make that tackle as well, preventing him from getting even more. They've crossed the 50 here for Oklahoma.
That's we see the total yards for both teams are just about equal in this game. Not too surprising given the score. Power back in the shotgun again, back to his left, and tossing it. That's quarterback jumping up, making a big catch. He has all the daylight in front of him. That's going to be an easy pick 6.
AJ Speed read it as well. I think he might have keyed that Derek Power was, kind of consistently throwing to the left side of the field again. We called that out earlier as well, Kevin, and KJ Speed listened. They might have someone listening to the broadcast because they were aware of it. He jumped that route. The third interception by Power, struggling here so far, and that's just a great read running it back to the house.
Yeah, he had all the daylight he wanted once he made that catch. One of the dangers of those wide receiver screens. And we do have our first touchdown now. Clemson leading 16-6 with 5 minutes to go here in the second.
Yeah, look at that. Bobby Moss has really yet to be involved at all so far. The senior wide receiver from Sacramento, California, only has 1 reception so far in this game. Still a lot of time left in the second quarter, so maybe they're going to try and target him more this drive.
Power back in the shotgun, trying to shake off that. Throws to the right side this time and finds Greg Givens Sr. for a 5-yard gain.
I think that might be the first pass we've seen to the right side of the field, but there he is again, Givens Sr. Having another huge game so far.
Now Power setting up again. Quick pass to the right. That one brought in Givens Sr. again for another 6 yards.
Back-to-back plays to Givens. 5 receptions so far on the night. He's on pace to have another huge reception game. Is kind of bailing Power out. He's struggling to find his other receivers, but he can always find the reliable Givens.
Now with trips to the left, option pitch to the right. Porter gets leveled in the backfield, loses 3.
DeMello Butler again doing a great job. They tried to run that play in the first quarter and had similar loss of yardage as well. Clemson doing a great job of having a defender on both the quarterback and the pitchman. Yeah,
Clemson definitely set up for the plays. And that's another wide receiver screen. Same play, another interception. That is Speed again.
The exact same play as the previous drop. I don't believe it. He's right there. And that's just a missed block as well by a walk-on receiver. Could not make the block, and KJ Speed was able to capitalize.
Wow. For the plus side for the Oklahoma Sooners, that one doesn't get returned for 6, but Clemson on offense, handing the ball off. Peterson runs forward, picks up 2.
Well, you got to think defensively, they've yet to give up a touchdown. They've only given up points, so if they can hold them to another field goal here, that's got to be considered a win.
Yeah, that is true. Oklahoma's defense has looked very impressive. Now heading off to Peterson again, running left, trying to get to the corner, not able to make it, only able to pick up 1.
Yeah, Shane Lloyd there, the Burns Flat, Oklahoma native, another Sooner who's playing for an in-state team, was able to chase him down to make the play.
Now setting up 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Gunderson throwing deep towards the end zone. That one batted away. Halderman able to knock that one down.
Yeah, that's great coverage by Halderman. That's what Clemson wanted to do. They wanted to take the shots down the field. The AD said that it might result in some interceptions, but that was a risk they would have to take.
The field goal team comes out again, and they remain perfect on the night. Clemson leading 19-6.
Johann Sebastian with another field goal. If you want to call him Johann Sebastian Bach, I probably will. Maybe other people will as well. That's a great field goal as well.
Now on the kickoff, running it out and making it out to about the 28-yard line is Cedric Yardy with a nice return. We're going to see what I'm guessing is a smorgasbord of interceptions tonight.
Yeah, I know. There's we saw the ones earlier. There's Speeds back-to-back as well. Oklahoma has to settle down and connect down the field. They're having a lot of struggles throwing to the sidelines. I guess they had struggles throwing over the middle too, so Derek Powers just got to calm down.
Yeah. Powers back in the shotgun, has running back to his right. Has some time, doesn't see anything, takes forward, bowling forward. And Derek Power picks up 7 yards on a nice scramble.
Yeah, haven't seen that yet today. Derek Power's running ability has 84 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns so far in the season.
Now setting up 3 receivers to the right. Has time, throws over the middle. That's caught. Bobby Moss, we called his name earlier, there picks up 6 yards and a first down.
Only 2 receptions as well so far. 1 in the first quarter, 1 in the second there. Alex Torres with the tackle.
Now nearing the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter. Powers back in the shotgun. Play action. has some time. Hit as he throws, gets that one away cleanly, though. And Rhodes picks up 10 yards. They're going to call him just short of the first down marker.
That's a long throw by Power. Good throw as well with a lot of conviction and a great catch by Rhodes. Just, if he falls maybe a little bit forward, that's a first down.
Powers with the empty backfield on second and very short. Maybe looking to take a shot. Throws it to the right and floats that one over the heads of everyone into the sidelines. 3rd and inches coming up.
A little bit surprised that Power didn't just keep it a little bit longer. He had success waiting for earlier in the game.
3rd and inches, handing the ball off and barely making the first down there as Porter got met at the line, managed to stumble forward and pick up 2.
Mikey Gold with the tackle. His true love is baseball, but he's a pretty good football player, Kevin.
Definitely stepping up there to make a good tackle. Now another empty backfield for Powers. Looking right, makes the catch. Porter picks up 6 on a nice reception.
Kyle Woods with the tackle. Kevin, every time that they're throwing to the sidelines, I clench up a little bit. I'm a little bit nervous that they're going to throw another pick.
Yeah, given what we've seen, I'm not surprised. They just keep looking a little scary. Now, that one's a nice, easy completion. There's no one around, and that's going to be picked up for about 15 yards and a big first down.
Hugo Swanson, another tight end for us, Kevin. We love our tight ends. Making the play, great job as well. That's a fantastic play design there against the coverage, able to clear out that defender in the zone or in man coverage with that deep go route, maybe a bit of an out route way down the field, creates that separation for the tight end.
That's some good play design there. Now Oklahoma sitting just outside 25-yard line. Minute 50 left to go in the first half. Now halfback screen, gets ahead of his blockers before he even makes the catch, but Yardy is able to pick up 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4, first time out by the Sooners.
Yeah, second and 4 is very manageable here.
Setting up in the pistol, ball handed off and trying to get to the first down marker, and doing so is Porter. He picks up 8 yards. Ball's going to be about the 11-yard line.
Great stiff arm of Kyle Woods as well there. Nice job running for that first down.
Hand the ball off to Porter. Oh, no, that's to Yardy. Yardy coming in to give a bit of a spell. And it's going to be 2nd and 10. Doesn't pick up anything.
Gavin Manning with the tackle. First time we've called his name tonight. Great job of making that play.
Porter back in. Trips to the right for Power. Has time in the pocket. Throwing to the right-hand sideline. That's Moss picking up 4. Again, if he gets it there a little bit early, it's time to turn upfield.
Yep, exactly right. We see that a lot with all quarterbacks in the CFSL. They throw it a little bit too late. Got to get it out quicker.
Now 3rd and 7. Ball just inside the 10. Looking, has buzz, and they're going to actually call that one a fumble. Power loses the ball, and it's going to be a loss of 8 on the play as Oklahoma is able to recover. 4th and 16. I'm guessing field goal team's coming out.
Yeah, Mikey Gold coming up with the forced fumble. Not really sure how that's a fumble, and none of Jack Lawson's the other way around were, but, at least they recovered it. Oh, they're going to...
No, it's not.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They didn't even look at the play. The refs don't even look at it. They just said it's reversed.
No fumbles as well. There's justice. There is some justice to the CFSL.
That is wonderful. And now we have motion on the line. So they won't make them lose the yardage on the fumble, but they will go ahead and back them at the 5 yards on a false start penalty. So still going to be about a 30-yard field goal.
I mean, we'll take it. I think it kind of balances out there.
Ball is up and through the uprights. Oklahoma cutting the lead down to 10 as they get their 3rd field goal of the half. Got 1 minute left to go. Clemson with 3 timeouts. I think that's still enough time to make another drive.
So far, we have seen 7 field goals this game. I don't know if that's a record and a half for a game, but that's just an unbelievable performance by both kickers and both defenses. No missed field goals as well. We're 7 for 7.
Yep. I'll tell you what is a record. Best number of interceptions by Clemson in a game coming into tonight was 2. Now they have 4 in a game.
Wow. Okay.
And now we have Gunderson trying to find something, not able to get anywhere, gets taken down for a 5-yard loss. That's Bronco Dukes making a sack.
Big boy Bronco Dukes making that play. I believe he's about 380 pounds, able to, come across that formation and make the play. Just getting Gunderson enough. If you're Gunderson, and you're on Clemson, you've got to tell him to maybe get on some speed training there. Getting run down by a defensive tackle that big is a little embarrassing.
Yeah, that, or he needs to embrace his namesake a bit more, have the ability to create body doubles.
True, very true.
Now with 30 seconds left, looks like Clemson says we're pretty okay being up by 10 as we go into the half. So going to let this clock run out, maybe take one final snap here. Ball's going to be snapped about with 7 seconds left. He's got 3 receivers bunched tight to his right, 1 receiver further to the right, 1 far out to the left. Gunderson looking, tossing over the middle. That's intercepted, has some room, and turning forward and getting to the 20-yard line.
What Dejon Richardson coming up with the interception. He leads the team in he's tied. That ties him with interceptions for the team with 2. I don't really know what that was. That was a lazy floater by Gunderson. That's an awful mistake.
And in case it wasn't a record before, field goal team's back out to attack on another 3 for Oklahoma.
And we make it 8 for 8.
Ball's up, ball's through, 8 for 8 it is.
That's unbelievable here. Both teams have 4 field goals. The 1 defensive interception, just a defensive masterclass by both of these teams with the bend don't break mentality. But the quarterback play has been sloppy. Lots of bad throws, lots of interceptions. That has to get cleaned up. And I don't really know what's causing it, Kevin. There's no wind really to speak of. It's warm out. No rain. So it's just a bit of a slop play here. Maybe it's the environment that Clemson is creating that Derek Power is struggling so much in.
Maybe so. I mean, both teams have struggled with their passing game plans. So could just be that both teams had their defenses really dialed in. Clemson's defense definitely has had Oklahoma's number on the option plays, and those wide receiver screens have been deadly for Oklahoma.
Yeah, you're right. It's been kind of scary. Look at the dominant time of possession there for Oklahoma, doubling the time of possession of Clemson, but that defensive touchdown has been the difference in this game. They're going to have to clean that up. Both teams have to clean up their play. 4 turnovers, and you're only down by 7. Unbelievable performance by both defenses.
Absolutely. But we'll be bringing the second half here to you in just a second. You're watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be back with the third in just a second.
The Tigers are lined up for the kickoff.
And welcome back. Ready to get the third quarter underway. Sooners, having just kicked their 4th field goal of the game, are getting to receive the ball to start off the second half. And we'll see what adjustments they've made in the locker room. And I'm hoping the words "eliminate wide receiver screen" were uttered by the coach.
Too true.
And does have 4 receivers to his right, does Power. And throwing to the sidelines, Givens makes the catch. Again, right along the sideline, picks up 4, falls out of bounds.
Yeah, Givens is kind of that only receiver by the sidelines who's making plays, just a nice check down safety valve.
Now handing the ball off, that's going to be Porter rushing forward, picks up 7 and a first down there for the Sooners.
You got to think that Oklahoma drew a lot of momentum by that interception late in field goal, knowing they were going to get the ball at half. Let's see if they can, or if they're motivated to put points on the board.
Powers dropping back, has time in the pocket. Nice toss over the middle. That's Hugo Swanson picking up 8.
With the tackle.
Hugo Swanson, the tight end, again, 2 receptions, 24 yards. Had that big play down the right sideline earlier as well. Great job there making another play.
Nice to see the tight ends getting involved. Now drop back, 2nd and 2. Power looking, throws over the middle. And that one is dropped at the last second. Big hit coming in for the Clemson Tiger defense.
Yeah, and I think the wide receiver there is going to have some choice words for Power throwing him that football, knowing he could get hit that hard.
Now handing the ball off, picking up the first down and more is Porter. Picks up 11 on a big run.
Fantastic run by Porter. They're using him effectively so far on this drive. Has struggled a little bit, but great so far here in this third quarter.
Oklahoma's offense maybe finding a bit of rhythm here in the second half. Toss to the left, making the catch, and rolling forward is Porter, able to fall across that first down line yet again.
Yeah, great job getting him out of the backfield into space. That's what you want to do. Get your playmakers in space and get them the football.
And take a look at those first down numbers. 14 first downs on the night, only 4 field goals to show for it. That's got to be an unusual stat line for the stat book keepers.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very dangerous pass by Power into like quadruple coverage there.
Lucky to have that one come down. It's going to be 2nd and 4 coming up. And now on the read option, you have Power stiff arming and able to pick up 3, going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Power says get off and with that stiff arm. Quick update on the Twitch game. Auburn is beating Pitt 13-10 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Got a nice game going on over on Twitch. Got a nice game going on over here. And that's another toss to the sideline. Bobby Moss making the catch and then falling out of bounds. But that is going to set them up with 1st and 10 in the red zone. Ball sitting at the 12.
Yeah, that's a great find by Power there.
Now handing the ball off. That's going to be Porter running again and getting to about the 10-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Kyle Woods is all over the field, made another tackle. That's got to be, 8, 9, 10 tackles so far in the game. What an incredible performance so far.
Now with an empty backfield, Power surveying, looking, has time, throws towards the end zone. That's our first offensive touchdown. Bobby Moss with the grab.
Yeah, first offensive touchdown is right. What a fantastic drive from Oklahoma. Methodical, utilized the pass and the rush down the field. Clemson did what they said they wanted to do. They weren't going to give up a big play, and they didn't. And with that, I think they've got to be satisfied. Only giving up 1 touchdown so far has got to be what Clemson was looking to do coming into this game. We'll see if they can put points on the board on this drive to maintain that lead.
Yeah, this will be Clemson's first drive of the second half. We'll see what changes they made. Their offense has struggled to get going, but have been helped out immensely by their defense, making the 4 interceptions. Now you've got Gunderson handing the ball off. That's to Peterson, who rumbles forward and picks up 11 on the first run of the second half for him.
Yeah, that's a fantastic rush by Duke Peterson. Oklahoma has, 4 big defensive linemen. They're averaging, 330 pounds at least. It's about 1,200 pounds of defensive line. Good job to move the football against them.
Yeah, that's not something I would want to run into. Certainly not 20 times a game. Now Gunderson dropping back, throws to his left, and that one falls incomplete.
It looked like he had the tight end, Jack Haley, open on the side, but I might have been just content to throw that one away. Let's see 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 is coming up. Empty backfield for Gunderson, who makes a toss on the left hash, and that's Donahue stretching forward, picking up 14.
Good catch by Donahue, the tight end. We love that, Kevin. But Connor Elmore, the safety, played kind of a center field style of safety to make that play.
Oh, it looks like there might have been some movement on the line. Might be a free play. Ball handed off. Peterson picks up 4, and I don't see a flag. Looked like there was an Oklahoma Sooner who may have jumped.
Yeah, I thought that was Jack Lawson on the right side. I saw that as well, Kevin, that might have jumped, but they didn't give it to him. So, maybe a bit of a questionable call there.
Yeah, but still managed to pick up 4 on the run. Now Gunderson back. That one's tossed. That's intercepted. And this is another one where there is nothing but daylight. That's going to be run in. Sooners pick up their own defensive touchdown there. That's going to give them the first lead of the game.
Brandon Montgomery, the junior corner from Rockford, Illinois, with his first interception of the season. Congratulations. And what a play, as well, 2 defensive touchdowns now. So far, 8 for 8 on field goals, 2 defensive pick sixes. The only difference now is that offensive touchdown of Oklahoma. Clemson has to put together a drive, march down the field. If that is the only offensive touchdown of the game, and Clemson loses by 7, I think they're going to be kicking themselves if that's the case.
I think so. Nomura on the return gets out to about the 20-yard line, running that out from deep in the end zone.
Yeah, a bit of a questionable call, but, got to the 23, so maybe not so bad.
I swear the refs can't spot the ball where people are falling tonight. That's the fourth or fifth play as Gunderson gets taken up by the defensive line who manages to make their way in there for an 8-yard sack.
Yeah, Alberto Richards is a walk-on, making the play there. Fantastic job getting into the backfield and making the play. We love seeing that. You know, the maybe a bit of an underclassman, the lower stars making plays.
Yeah, give that man a scholarship. You get a sack as a walk-on, you get a scholarship. That's how that's supposed to work, I think. Now handing the ball off on 2nd and 18, and that's Peterson able to pick up one, going to bring up 3rd and very long.
Yeah, 3rd and very long is right here. 3rd and 17 is ages, and Clemson has not had very much success, but they've had success when it's been completed over the middle of the field.
Now some pressure coming in from the Sooners. That's tossed over the middle of the field where you thought they wanted to go, but falls incomplete. Punt team coming out.
That's a great safety blitz there coming in. I believe that was, well, I don't know who that was actually. I thought it was Dejon Richardson, but he's a linebacker. So I think I even got fooled on that play, but they got just enough pressure going right through that hole, forcing Gunderson to throw it earlier than he wanted.
Now Oklahoma probably going to be getting their best starting field position of the night after that return, going to be on the right side of the 50 as they get to see what they can do now that they have the lead.
Yeah, I think they're trying to take the commanding lead here if they can put this in the end zone.
Now Power dropping back, has time and doesn't see anything, throws that one away.
Well, you know, at least if you're an Oklahoma fan, Power threw that away instead of the check down where the corner was right there to pick it off. So that's progress.
Indeed it is. Now handing the ball off on 2nd and 10. Has room on the left side. Making a good move. Good stiff arm. Porter picks up 15. Gets pushed out right around the 20.
Yeah, that's a great job blocking by that offensive line. And it looks like that's also Damian Jones as well down the field, making a great block on the corner. Took Jack Andrews and Gavin Manning, both of them, to take him down.
Now Power near the red zone. That wide receiver screen again. KJ Speed there. He wanted number 3.
He did want number 3. That would have been the Clemson record. Oh my goodness, that would have been unbelievable.
Now on another quick pass to the left, Yardy picks up nothing on that. It's going to be 3rd and 10.
Roy Crozier, the corner, not fooled on that one. Made the play, immediately flew up to make the tackle. Clemson's D is standing tall right now. They've got one more before they force what would be the 5th Oklahoma field goal. But they've got to hold here.
3rd and 10 coming up. Power in the shotgun, trips to his right. Shotgun, or halfback to his right, pass over the middle, caught and picking up the first down before being driven into the turf is Porter. Nice play there by the running back.
I think that's 3 broken tackles right there. It looked like you got sandwiched, but was still standing at the end of it before getting leveled, like you said.
Now Power dropping back to look again, doesn't see anything, tries to scramble up, and instead just runs into the combined offensive defensive lines, loses 6 on the sack.
Cooper Stout's going to get credit with the sack. That's his 3rd and a half on the season. Had a half sack last week as well, which leads the team. So nice job for the freshman defensive end making that play.
Nicely done by the freshman, as you said. Now Powers with an empty backfield, 3 to his right, 2 to his left, tossing over the middle, caught and getting down to about the 8-yard line there. Going to bring up 3rd and 8. Greg Givens Sr., 7th catch of the night.
Yeah, Givens has been a little bit maybe underutilized so far, averaging about 14 receptions per game, only 7 so far.
Now setting up 3rd and 8. First down markers basically the goal line. Looking, tossing into the end zone, almost intercepted again. That Clemson defense is going to hold. Field goal team's coming back out.
Man, that's a dangerous pass. Mikey Gold, the defensive end, Mikey Gold in coverage there, almost made the play, but forcing another field goal, which is good. Damani Marley is 5 for 5 tonight. What an unbelievable kicking performance we've seen from both teams.
Yeah, I do think that we might see the Marley on the list of players of the week candidates given his field goal performance tonight.
We just might, you're right.
Clemson coming back out here on offense. Didn't have a great drive their last one. have Loki Gunderson sitting up under center, trips to his left, one back behind him, toss running left, and Peterson gets met in the backfield, loses 3.
With that kick, actually, Damani Marley ties the field goals in a game record of Chad Blewett with 5. If he gets another one, he sets the Oklahoma record.
Well, he's got a full quarter plus another 2.5 minutes. I think it's pretty safe to say that record might be falling tonight.
I think so. And
this time we see Gunderson drum back, doesn't see anything, tosses out right, incomplete.
Apparently, 7 made field goals is the record for the CFSL, so that is on record watch as well.
Okay, I didn't realize we were that close to the league record. That's going to be a potentially great game then, as that pass goes out to Patterson, who's able to pick up a good 7 yards, but that's still going to leave him 4th and 6, and the punting team coming out.
Yeah, not a great drive from Clemson. You've got to string together a set of plays that can move you down the field. But, Oklahoma, if you're Oklahoma here, do you consider just taking a field goal to potentially go for the record up by 10 here, Kevin?
Not yet. If we were midway through the 4th quarter, maybe. But with another quarter to go, I don't feel comfortable with a 10-point lead. Now we have passed out to the left. Good blocking down the side. Has one man to beat and gets caught from behind Rhodes with a big 37-yard reception.
Huge play. We've been a bit clenching on the screenplays earlier, but Damian Jones with the huge pancake block essentially pushes almost got another. Kyle Woods able to chase him down. This is field goal range, but I agree with you, Kevin. They're definitely going to want to try and put this into the end zone to get even a bigger lead here.
We saw total yards. Oklahoma outgaining Clemson nearly 2-1, but only has a 10-point lead as Bobby Moss makes that reception. It's going to be 1st and goal just inside the 10.
Yeah, Bobby Moss has 6 receptions on the night. Been kind of an underrated player in this game. We haven't seen him too involved, but he's all over the field.
Yeah, Gibbons and Moss combined making up half the receptions of the team. And there, Rhodes had an easy walk-in if he could have kept his balance, but stumbles out of bounds. It's going to be 2nd and goal from about the 3.
Yeah, I don't know if that one's on Power. I think that is on Rhodes to keep his feet know where the sideline is and get upfield.
Now Power looking, hands the ball off, and Porter met in the backfield, gets pushed back to the 5. Could be 3rd and goal.
Kyle Wood and DeMello Butler coming up with the play. DeMello Butler with a hard hit on Power to force him backwards a little bit there. Nice job flying off the edge.
Now setting up 2 receivers either side. Power drum back looking, toss in the end zone. Touchdown, Gibbons Sr.
Yeah, fantastic play by Gibbons Sr. That's his 4th touchdown reception on the season, or 3rd touchdown reception on the season. Kind of been a bit of a lurker here and there so far on the sidelines there. Just ran right past the defender, Skylar Ike, and made the play in the end zone for the touchdown. Oklahoma has taken a bit of a commanding lead, it seems like, with how well their defense has been playing.
I definitely agree. We'll say Marley there does get the extra point through. Not a field goal, unfortunately, but still a good kick. And now Clemson with a nice return gets out to about the 37-yard line. Nice run by Cooper.
Yeah, that's a great job as well. That's exactly what Clemson needs. They need any kind of momentum to go their way and march down the field here.
Real quick, over on Twitch, Auburn 19, Pitt 17 with 8 to go in the 4th. We've got a minute left here in the 3rd as Gunderson keeps the ball and runs it 7 yards up the left-hand side.
That's a great quarterback keeper on that read option there. We have yet to see that really this game so far. Underutilized play. Really nice job of tricking that Oklahoma defense.
Now Gunderson drum back, throws over the middle. Nice catch there, and running forward and picking up about 12 is Bruce Robertson.
Yeah, great job bouncing off a tackle. So Robertson from Greer, South Carolina, another player on this field playing for Home State University.
Now setting up in the weak formation, handing the ball off, running up that weak side. Peterson picks up 7, going to bring up 2nd and 3.
It's a fantastic run play as well. They're getting to the edge. Dejon Richardson making the play there, creates 2nd and 3rd here.
Empty backfield for Gunnarsson. Has time. Doesn't see anything downfield. Tosses that one over the sidelines. Make sure that's not going to be another INT.
Yeah, definitely smart. Not forcing that. A wide receiver check down like that has been dangerous all game. Lives to see 3rd and 3.
Now coming out, handing the ball off, looking for that first down, running forward. Peterson picks up 5 and a first down for the Tigers.
I really like that play there. Had Jack Haley in a bit of a wing formation, brought him into the fullback in motion, and just ran it right up the middle. Really like that play design.
Trying to get the ball off before clock's hit 0. Tossing out to the right. That is caught. Reese Donahue picks up 2 as we end the 3rd quarter. Oklahoma leading 36-19, but this game's not over yet. Come back, get your 4s in chat. You're watching the CFSL by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. And we're back in the 4th. See the 4s go in the chat. Drip God, Dane Jones, Tyler Hall, BJ Heatherton, Card Collection, and Pass Guerrero could have had his INT for the night. That one falls incomplete.
Yeah, falls incomplete is right. Guerrero, the Wisconsin transfer, almost had a big play there.
Now drum back, Gunnarsson looking, toss. Awkward catch made, but it's enough. Patterson able to spring forward, picks up 9 and a first down.
We've seen that all game, Kevin. That 3rd down pass across the middle of the field. Gunnarsson has been iffy, shaky all night, but a great catch there to get them inside the red zone.
Yeah, the wide receivers are just begging to have the pass hit them on the numbers instead of 2 yards away from them. That time Peterson takes a run up the left side, picks up 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4.
That's a great individual effort by Peterson. Had big Jack Lawson on his back, but was able to spin forward for an extra about 3 or 4 yards.
And the single back tossing to the right and batted away at the last second. Nice job by the Sooners to try and hold him here. It's 3rd and 4.
Yeah, that's Guerrero again. Maybe made up for that drop earlier by a great pass deflection there.
Tight end in motion. Hand the ball off, running left, and not able to pick up the first. There is Peterson. Loses one on the play. Down this far, I've got to think this might be a place where you go for it.
I think so, too. I think you definitely do go for it here if you're Clemson. Nice.
And
good.
They are coming out with the offense on the field. In the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Ball snapped. Gunnarsson looking, throwing, has the halfback screen. No blockers and not able to make the line. Peterson picks up 3, is just short of the first down marker, but ball's turned over. Oklahoma has it at the 12.
Yeah, that's not the best play call there. Got to be tough on their defense to stand tall here.
Now someone was taking a page on management. Look, another quick screen out to the left. We've seen that be disaster for the Sooners. That one very close.
That was, yeah. Clemson's doing a good job of flying around to those screens. Oklahoma's liking those quick out routes, and Clemson's making them pay.
Now, Power dropping back on the play action. Has all the time he wants. Throws, caught by Rhodes at the sideline, makes the first down and steps out.
Yeah, that front 3 of Clemson just isn't generating quite enough pass rush to affect Power too much. Those defensive secondary can only cover for so long.
Power, again, having some time. That one thrown into dangerous territory. Jackson, probably the nearest player to the ball, almost got a 2nd INT on the night.
Yeah, almost is right, exactly. Power's got to be more careful.
Now trips right for Power. He steps back. Pocket holds well. Ball tossed to the left. Gibbons Sr. picks up the catch, picks up 2, and again, it's led out of bounds.
That left sideline, Power is getting the ball to his receivers too late. His checkdowns have got to be quicker.
Now with 3 receivers to his right. Power looking, throwing right, has a man. That's a big catch running down the sideline and forced out. No, staying on his feet and trying desperately, and they are going to say he is just short. after all that effort.
Yeah, unbelievable individual effort there by Damian Jones. That's exactly what Clemson said they couldn't do. They couldn't let Oklahoma receivers get behind them in coverage. That's the first time it's happened all night, and that might be the straw that broke the camel's back there. Clemson's defense has played so well. He is down, it looks like, about inside the 1 yard line. That is where they're going to mark him. What a fantastic individual effort.
I thought he had stepped out around the 20, but now inside the 1 yard line. Ball read option, and Power met almost immediately, loses 3, backs up to about 4.5.
Well, we mentioned it earlier. Power has 3 rushing touchdowns, which is tied for second in the CFSL. If he can get a 4th, that would put him tied for first. So it looks like maybe watch for Power here in the run game.
Now in the pistol, ball handed off again. Another loss of 1. That's Yardy on the run. Now going from first and goal inside the 1 to 3rd and goal at the 5.
DeMelo Butler having an unbelievable game here so far. 12 tackles and 4 for a loss. Great performance for him.
Clemson's defense knows that if they want to stay in this game, they've got to make the stop here. Ball handed off, 3rd run, trying to get in and knock down Porter with some athletic plays, but only able to pick up 1.5. It's going to be 4th and goal. This is field goal number 6.
6 for 6, baby. This is for the Oklahoma record.
Field goal attempt is up, and it is good. That is a new Oklahoma record. Nicely done by Damani Marley.
Yeah, that is a fantastic performance by Damani Marley. 6 field goals also puts him at a tie for 4th in the league. 3 people have gotten 7 field goals. That's an unbelievable kicking performance by Marley and this Oklahoma Sooners team. A great drive as well to get down the field. Utilize the big play to get down there. Couldn't put it in, but they didn't really need it to. They have a 20-point lead. Clemson has had no success really throwing the ball down the field, but they've got to start and try doing it here.
Absolutely. We've not seen Clemson's offense really explode. Their big touchdown, of course, came out on INT. They had several field goals before that. Now Gunderson throwing left into coverage, and that is dropped by the defender. Could bring up 2nd and 10.
Brandon Montgomery drops that pick. I do actually like that play, though. Clemson has to start taking chances downfield.
Absolutely. Now pressure coming from the Sooners up the middle. Gunderson gets rid of it to his right, and that's going to be Cooper picking up 5 yards, bringing up 3rd and 5.
I like that by Gunderson. Found his check down quicker than Power has been able to do. Gave the receiver, the ball in space and let him turn upfield to try and make a play.
Yep, that is definitely something we've seen from Gunderson that Power has struggled with. Now nice toss to the left, picking up the 1st down. Clemson still alive here as Robertson picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, it looked like a post route from that outside receiver. That's a great pitch and catch there.
Now Gunderson with an empty backfield. Again, looking downfield and having to toss it short. Patterson, they're going to say he was inbounds, looked close, picks up 5 on the play.
Yeah, quick update on the Twitch game. Pitt has taken the lead 25-22 with 3 minutes left.
2 great games. Make sure you have both your screens open as Nomura picks up a nice catch there, picks up 6 and another 1st down for the Tigers.
Another athletic, a bit of a prancing, leaping catch there across the middle of the field. Gunderson, I think, going into next week's game, Gunderson really has to try and work on that.
Now we set up empty backfield again for the Tigers. Have some time. Nice work there. Oh, intercepted. Number 32 makes the catch. Has the 1 receiver to beat, and the line comes from off screen and makes the tackle. But Oklahoma gets the ball back at the 40.
DJ Gardner with his first interception on the season in his career, the freshman. Congratulations to Gardner. Gunderson, that's just a bad throw. As you saw on the replay, Gardner was in position that entire route, almost knew where Gunderson was going to throw it, baited him into that throw, and capitalized. That's probably the dagger here.
Having the ball at the 40 does bring up the possibility of that 7th field goal. But first, we got to get into field goal range. Porter, rushing forwards, picks up 3 as the clock continues to run.
You're right, we are on record watch here. Unbelievable on the Twitch game. Pitt got a scoop and score touchdown to make it 32-22.
Very good there. Now Power dropping back, looking to pass. having all the time, airing it out for the end zone, into coverage, jump ball, falls incomplete. Crozier able to bat that one away.
That's great coverage from Crozier. Got burned earlier as well, but stepped right in front of Bobby Moss to make him not able to complete that touchdown.
Now on 3rd and 7, looking, toss out towards the first down marker. Porter picks up 5. It is 4th and 2. From here, it would.
Yeah.
This is a 49-yard field goal attempt for the tie of the CFSL record. The kick is up and good with plenty of room to spare.
Damani Marley etches his name in the record books there. There's still plenty of time, though, Kevin. 4 minutes is more than enough to march or to get a quick stop and get an 8th field goal for the record. You know, that would be unbelievable. We're also, you know, the lead isn't too big here. You get a quick, you know, a big play touchdown, maybe get an onside kick, and I mean, you know, 2 onside kicks is a lot to ask for. Maybe a quick stop with your timeouts, but Clemson is not out of it. It's a big ask. It'd be quite a miracle, but they're not out.
No, Clemson does have opportunity. Toss to the left side. Cooper picks up 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. Clock is running, though. We're under 4 minutes to go.
Yeah, gotta maybe use a little bit more urgency here if you're Clemson. Take those shots down the field.
We'll see what they come up with. Seems like the team is taking their time coming up to the line. Clock ticking away. Gunderson in the backfield. 4 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Tossing left, picks up the first down, and Cooper dragged down from behind, but not before he picks up 10.
Yeah, 5 receptions on the night for Cooper. Had 5 entering this game, so doubles his total here tonight.
See Richardson with his 8th tackle on the night. He's been everywhere tonight. Gunderson throwing deep down the left side, and that one looks like it may have just slipped out of his hand. Falls way outside the field of play.
At least it stops the clock, though, if you're Clemson.
Now Gunderson in the shotgun, back to his right, tossing left, and that picked off. Yeah, they're going to call that an interception. Now it's.
I'm so sorry for interrupting you there, Kevin.
We'll see here on the replay. It's number 3. I can't find it on my sheet here.
It's Isaiah Hall, and I believe that's his 2nd on the night, if that's correct. If not, that's an incredible performance as well. We are in record clock territory here.
Absolutely. Now, I do see the Sooners are in burn the clock mode with 3 minutes left to go. But with a nice right, going to set up 2nd and 10. Clock ticking away, though. We'll see if they're able to get there. In the full house package. Power looking, snapping, hands the ball off. Running towards the right side and getting right in front of the first down marker as Porter picks up 8. 3rd inches coming up.
Yeah, this is a bit tough. Unfortunately for Clemson, I think this one is over, but we're looking for that 8th field goal here.
We'll see what they have in mind as they've run up to the line, but looking like maybe trying to draw Clemson offside to get a free 5 yards. 10 seconds left on the play clock. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Porter in the backfield. One last attempt to draw the offsides. Ball snapped, handed off, running forward, picks up the first. That's going to be 1st and 10, just inside the 40.
Yeah, it looks, if Clemson doesn't take any timeouts, they might be able to just knee this and end the game, which would be very unfortunate. We want the record.
No, we need about another 10 yards picked up. Now running up left side. There's the 10 yards and more. And taken down at the 12-yard line is Porter.
Oh, my goodness, but that's going to get taken back with the clipping call.
No. So it will now be 1st and 14, which is an odd call, from the 42-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. This is unbelievable. I think this is definitely way too far for a field goal. You've got to get 15 yards.
Yep, we'll see if they do it. Now they hand the ball off, running left side again, and being forced backwards as Yardy loses 3 on the play, down to a minute left. And Oklahoma may be content just to take the W here.
I think they probably will be. Yes, Kyle Woods loved that effort from the junior, not giving up yet in this ball game with 9 tackles on the night.
2nd and 17, 30 seconds left. Ball handed off, running forward. Taken down just inside the 45. I would be really tempted, just inside the 40, I would have been really tempted to call a timeout, just give them a shot. But they are going to let the clock expire. 42-19 is your final score. Oklahoma coming out big after a rough first quarter. Tony, walk us through it.
Yeah, actually, a player of the game, Damani Marley, he deserved it. I probably would have let him kick an 8th as well, but great defense as well. That's a lot to build on defensively. Got to get the offense moving. Oklahoma, like you said, struggled in that first half, but was able to put it together at the end.
Yeah, definitely some interesting play calls. We see that wide receiver screen. We're seeing it on screen now being run back. Saw that 2 or 3 times, but a great game by both sides. I want to give a shout out to our associate producer, Austin Crow, executive producer, Mike Peters, and my broadcast partner, the amazing Tony Paypool, for tonight's action. On behalf of everyone, I'm Kevin Hicks. You've been watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. We'll be back at 9 o'clock with MAC action, Eastern Michigan at Bowling Green here on YouTube, West Virginia at Alabama on Twitch. We'll see you then.